Hello, good afternoon to you all. It's another Monday is here with us. And on Mondays, as a lunchtime entity, we bring you pertinent questions. We bring you a personality in the studio, and we try to raise pertinent questions that have to do with the ordinary man on the streets. As I said, it is always a lunchtime interview program here on Western Spring Television. Welcome to the show, as usual. It runs for 45 minutes, and so for the next 45 minutes or thereabout, I am here as your anchor. I am Adeto Shitu Alamo. I bring you once every week, especially on Monday, pertinent questions. Surveying is the science, the art, and the techniques of accurately measuring, mapping, and recording the position of natural and man-made features on, above, or beneath the Earth's surface. In fact, Google tells us it involves determining distances, angles, and elevations so as to establish land boundaries, create map, and provide precise data for construction, engineering, and other purposes. That's how Google tells us. The field of surveying is where we want to raise some pertinent questions this afternoon for your enjoyment. My guest is a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors. As a matter of fact, he is also the chairman of Osun State branch of that national body. Surveyor Mojeed Adeyinka Alade is one man I have the privilege of going to saddle with some pertinent questions for the next 45 minutes. Surveyor, you are most welcome. This is my hand.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
How is the surveying world?
Well, it's good. It's
Good.
fine.
It can be better.
Well, we are trying.
Okay. Good. For the next 45 minutes, you'll be my guest.
Thank you.
It is a seminar kind of orientation that I want you to present us. I want the man or woman at home, even the student at home, to be able to learn one thing or the other from you today, so that those of them who are interested in surveying but don't know how to go about it can learn very useful lessons. So let me begin by asking, what is surveying? And you follow it up with, who is a surveyor?
Well, don't let me repeat what you have already said.
What I've said is right.
Surveying is right.
Okay,
100% correct.
Okay, then let's go. Let's go ahead.
To who is a surveyor?
Okay. I thought as an expert you would tell me there are some.
No, you have captioned it well.
Thank you.
Surveying has been well captioned with design it. But who is a surveyor? Surveyor is a person that had prerequisite knowledge as stated by law on and pass prescribed exams to become a surveyor.
Yeah.
Because not all graduates surveyor are surveyor. If you are a graduate surveyor, if you study surveying in the university and you have not done your professional exam, you are not yet a surveyor. So you must have finished your degree as prescribed by law and present yourself to Surveyors Council of Nigeria to register as a surveyor. It's only after you pass that exam that you can be called a surveyor.
And
Yes.
how long does this take?
Well, the study in the school is in twofold. Depends on how you approach it. If you go by Polytechnic, you will do national diploma 2 years, then go for industrial training, then HND 2 years, then postgraduate 2 years. Then you can now go for privilege under a good establishment recognized by law for 2 years, but you can now go for the exam. But if you go through university, 5 years, direct, then privilege 2 years, for present yourself for the exam. So those are the two areas, two ways you can approach it for the Corporate Surveyor.
There used to be a Federal College of Surveying or your
Federal School of Surveying.
Yes.
Yes.
What role do an institution or does an institution like that play? You have given me Polytechnic University.
Federal School of Surveying is a monotechnic.
Okay.
It's a category of polytechnic.
All right.
But because they are dealing with surveying alone, they are called monotechnics.
Okay.
In fact, federal government has done it well now. We are now having privately owned schools that are monotechnic.
Yeah.
We are fortunate to have one in Osun State here today now. The first one in Nigeria, College of Surveying and Geospatial, is now in Alabama, in Osogbo here. It's the first in Nigeria. So they are trying to make it liberal so that way to become a surveyor will be very easy for people. It will not be restricted to only polytechnic and university alone.
Now, tell me, for the sake of the young boy or girl who is in secondary school, and maybe it's your son or daughter, he wants to know what course of study or what subjects can he or she take before he gets to Polytechnic or Monotechnic or the university. What must he or she do?
Okay, thank you for that question. Surveying basically is a science-oriented course. So you must have credits in English language, physics, and mathematics, and any other science subject like maths, technical drawing, chemistry, geography. But the three basic one is physics, mathematics, and English language at credit level.
Yeah. So that's for a secondary school.
That's for a secondary school. And it must, for the JAMB, must have English, physics, mathematics, and any other subjects.
But I thought JAMB is, they just tell you four subjects.
Not any other
you get
subjects.
200, etc., etc.
No. It's must be in the relevant subjects.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. As it must be physics, mathematics, English,
and one
other.
Okay.
Social sciences. It could be geography. It could be technical drawing. But those three key subjects must be there.
Can it be agricultural science too?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a science.
It's science, yes.
Okay. Or even biology.
Yes, biology. Okay. Chemistry.
Now, I want to ask this question. In the building industry or in the building sphere, where would you, as a surveyor, place the surveyor?
Where?
The building industry,
not where I place the surveyors. Where the law places the surveyors.
Oh, the law?
Yes.
I'm interested in that. Let me know.
Surveying is the bedrock of any meaningful development. Let me use a very layman example. This is a studio. Before this place was built, a surveyor must be first to be on site to determine the size of the land, to determine the coordinate of the land, whether the land is free or not. You have to know the coordinates. So you must be the first to be on the land and be the last to leave the site. Because when they build this place, there's something called as-built survey that must be done. You compare that with the design. Is the building built according to the design? If not, where are the areas to be corrected? So that's why I said surveyors are the first and the last on site if you want anything meaningful to be done.
Okay. Now, why must you be the last to leave? I agree with you that you are the first because the land is a bushy place. You have to survey it. Why must you be the last? Why must you come back again?
You see, when a place to be built, there's going to be a design. And during construction, probability of changing design is there.
Yeah.
Unconsciously and unknowingly to the owner of the land. But surveyor is the one that will go back to the site to check by doing as-built survey whether the place is built according to the design or not. Because if there's variation in design and the construction being done, it may cause havoc in the future. I'm using building as an example. It will be road. If you have a road now, surveyors one that are going to be the first to determine the route of the road, the alignment, everything. Or does the construction follow the alignments being designed? If not, you may have a very steep road that will cause an accident. So that's why I say surveyor must be the one that first and last in the site. If there is difference, it will raise alarm that this thing is not built according to the design. So they have to correct it.
What types of surveying do we have? What are the examples? Every time we see land survey, people, that's the best that we live in.
Yes, survey is very wide. It's a very wide course. It only depends that where we are here is limited to one aspect of it that's very known to people. That's cadastral.
Okay.
Doing corner, that's cadastral that's very well known to people.
Okay.
But survey is very wide. For example,
is that the same thing you call land survey? Is that the cadastral you spoke about?
Yes.
Okay.
See, for example, we have mining survey. If you want to do any mining now, the survey must be there. Because we know that, let me maybe use gold as an example. If there's a gold elsewhere, they are going to determine the depth of that gold reservoir area, the quantity of the gold. Is it economically viable? Because you can't just be digging without knowing that what you are going to find there is viable or not. You compare the cost with the products that you are going to look for. Then, if you are doing something like that, it may cost you to create a tunnel where you are going to enter and you are going to come out. So you must determine that. If you don't know where you are going to come out, if let's say you are going to come out in Nilobu now, and you don't know your coordinate of where you are going to come out, you find yourself coming out from Nilobu, very far away from your target location. So that's mining survey. We have engineering survey. As I said, for road construction, railway, that's engineering survey. We have cadastral for this corner jobs. We have geodetic survey. That is one that will determine the shape and the nature of the earth surface. Because as we are here now, some people are monitoring the shape and the configuration of the earth constantly. So survey is very wide. It depends on the one you are talking about.
There is also what they call, or you call, topographic survey and hydrographic survey.
Topographic survey is to determine the undulation of land. For example, now, if you want to, let me use building as an example. Some land may be undulating in nature. You have to determine the height of those places. The architect will now design based on the height of the land. It will reduce cost in cutting in cut and fills. If you do this, let me give you a typical examples. You have ever been to OAU before, You see that those buildings were constructed according to the topography of the land. Whereas they're supposed to cut, they just made the building to align with the topography. So that's what survey is all about. Then hydrographic surveying. You see, is the survey that determines the navigation area on the sea. For example, now, if a ship is to come from US to Nigeria, it's a vast ocean. You don't know where direction to follow. So people have worked there to give you the chart of where the ship will follow. So that's hydrographic survey. So you can't just be cruise on the ocean without knowing where you are going. Same thing with aeroplane. Pilots use charts to know direction of where they are going. They can't just be piloting plane without knowing where they're going. Some people have done those jobs. Those charts are useful for them to navigate their ways to their destination. That's the work of surveyors.
So it's very, very broad.
Very broad. That is why after first degree, our people go to have masters in different areas. Different areas.
It must therefore be very lucrative.
The word lucrative is relative. But you can't be a surveyor and be hungry.
Okay. I like that phrase. You can't be
a surveyor and be hungry. No.
Yeah. All right. Okay. What then is the role of the surveyor in nation building?
It is very, very broad. You look at those things I'm using as examples, they are typical examples. In road constructions, in building constructions, in navigation on the ocean and the pilot, is very, very wide. No government can do without surveyors. I can boldly say this.
No government can do without surveyors.
Yes. Because if you want to acquire land for GRA, surveyor must be there. For the acquisition, for the parcellation of land to plots. If you want to, there's so many areas. So we have a role to play in different aspects of nation building, in constructions, in hydrography, in topography, in so many areas. I said it's very wide, depending on the area you are focusing on.
Yeah, the belief amongst many Nigerians, especially the middle class, downtrodden, etc., etc. The belief is that you surveyors, you contribute so much to the causes of many land disputes in our environment. That surveyors, because of your knowledge, you tend to utilize that knowledge in creating problems for land users. What's your take on it?
I don't think that assertion is correct.
Explain.
Because, in the contrary, we are the pivotal role in settling land disputes. For example, now there's no disputes that goes to court that doesn't have surveyors as expert witness. If you are the one causing it, judge will not invite as expert witness. And there's no dispute that is going to be decided in any court in Nigeria today. A surveyor will not present.
That is land matters.
Land matters.
Land matters.
The one you are saying, I can attribute it to ignorance of our people. Because it's just like the phrase that if you say education is costly, try ignorance. So people believe that survey is cost, whereas it's not. If you look at antecedent problem that will come from doing wrong thing. So we are not the cause of land dispute. Otherwise, we are settling it.
You see, there is a Yoruba. I learned it from the lower class of one mama say pillar bati sun siwaju pillar sun siwaju. That is, you surveyors tend to change the plan, the already established survey. You have a way of pillar.
You have said it all that from people that doesn't know much about. You see, pillar would let's say to be sun siwaju. And really said in the Bible and the Quran that thou shalt not change the boundary.
Yeah.
We don't change boundary, we establish boundary. It's the people, neighbors that change their boundary themselves. We affix the boundary they have to change it in the night.
But how did it shift?
We can't be doing Fiji on the pillar we establish. They are the one that change their. You see, When they change it, they still call us to come and reestablish it. When they when there's a fight between the two parties, they now go back and reestablish to where we initially placed it. Pélà ò lẹ́sẹ̀, èrú ló dáyé tí a fi ń sun fúnra wọn. It's not the surveyors that cause it. No. I can only say no of my member can do that.
Okay, this brings me to these very important questions. How do you know a genuine surveyor? And how also do you know a genuine survey plan?
That's a pertinent question. To know a genuine surveyors, you know, I told you how you can become a surveyor. It's your right as a client to ask some questions from whoever presents himself as a surveyor. It's your right. You can ask him, where is your office? If you tell him his office, you have the right to visit the office. The law says that he must display his registration certificates conspicuously in his office. If you don't say that, that's a one red signal. You have the right to ask him, what's the registration number? If you say hem, you know.
What about those who are bold and can quote any number?
Yes, if you quote any number, I'm coming to that. You can go to the original service. I'm trying to deal with this person. You tell me this is his name, this is number. If we tell you if that number is correct or not, then you can go to Surveyors Council of Nigeria's website, which you can even browse on your phone. Search for the name, search for the number. So those things are very easy to know. Then to know the genuine of a plan. When you are given any plan, you can go to the original service to search for the plan. If it's correct or not, they will tell you. That is one way of knowing it. Then if the surveyor tell you as you some lodge record, let me have certificate of deposit. It's your right as a client to request for it. And we give you.
You said we should go to the Surveyor General
Survey, yes. All surveyors in Osun State, both residents and non-residents, has record with them.
Records of what?
No, we have, like, people that are working in this association now.
Yeah.
You have their file.
Yes.
You have their names. No. You have their identities. Likewise, he has our
That's
own.
Knowing who a genuine surveyor is. How do we know which papers they present is a true survey plan or not?
I've told you. How you can know is that you can request for your certificate of deposit, because the one they give you, we call it black copy.
Okay.
That's the client copy. He must submit record copy. That's why people term as red copy. They shorten it. Record copy. Okay. That is what the government will use. If you want to do your CFO, when you get your black copy, they will now go and take this record. They will now compare the two.
Yeah, you know that, again, I'll come back to the downtrodden. Many of them don't have CFO. In fact, I want you to also utilize this platform. The cost of CFO is rather too high for the ordinary man to easily get, and the process makes it even entirely. So how can a man who is in a rider, or a bicycle rider who is trying to eke out a living, how can he know who is the genuine? You have told us, but which is a genuine survey plan? He takes it there and they say it is not genuine.
If there's not genuine, they have to go back to the person that did for him. Definitely, he has missed the road from the beginning. In choosing your surveyors, you have a role to play.
Okay.
After choosing the surveyor, after you are sure that it's a genuine surveyor, then they are sure that we do generate for you. We have secretariat. I'm the chairman of the state branch. We have executives. Go to our secretariat, go and request. They will give information you have.
What are you doing as a body to checkmate all these charlatans?
You know, we only have power over our members.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Our members cannot do anything wrong, but we cannot say 100%. If we have anybody that does anything that's contrary to the law, we have ethics committee that will do their job. But those that are not our members, whatever they are doing is criminal in nature. That's impersonation. So,
okay, that region is very, very difficult to operate that terrain. But of course, it is for us, the ordinary man in town, on the streets. Listen to what the chairman has said. Be very mindful and careful of the quacks in the industry, so that they don't dabaru everything.
Yes.
I think we will break up the show right now. We've spent 25, 26 minutes, so we can sip a little bit of water and get back. Okay. I have been discussing with the chairman, Nigerian Institution of Surveyors, Osun State branch, Surveyor Mojeed Alade for short, fellow of the institution. We will be back in due time for us to spend another 20 to 22 minutes before we bring up the show to a close. Be there. I hope you still have more to listen to and to hear, especially as we try to dovetail into what the institution is all about. We'll be back.
Born Jeremiah Oyeni Obafemi on March 6, 1909, Obafemi Awolowo was a prime architect of Nigeria's independence and most consummate advocate of free education and social welfare in Africa's most populous nation. Erudite politician, thinker and philosopher, Awo was fondly addressed by associates and political colleagues, brought his unique attributes to bear on governance in the defunct Western region. He administered as leader of government business and the premier between 1955 and 1958. Obafemi Awolowo's premiership witnessed pioneering in multi-sectoral policy initiatives and execution. The Western region under his administration paraded several enviable records. First television station in Africa, first real estate in Nigeria, first high-rise building in Nigeria, first modern sports stadium in Nigeria, first agricultural settlement in Nigeria, first modern civil service secretariat in Nigeria, and first industrial estate in Nigeria. His face is on 100 naira denomination as a mark of honor for his distinguished services to his country. Western Spring Television identifies Obafemi Awolowo as a major character in history.
Welcome back to the show. Pertinent question. We have been firing some very relevant and pertinent questions at a man who happens to know it better because he's the Osun State branch chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors. He's a fellow, and then he has, for the past 25 or so minutes, told us what surveying is and what surveyors do. Now they have a body called the Nigerian Institution of Survey, NIS. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Surveyor Mojeed Adeyinka Alade. What is the Nigerian Institution of Survey? What is it? What does it stand for?
Thank you, sir. Nigerian Institution of Surveyors is the umbrella of all surveyors in Nigeria. We have some group because it was established in 1934. It's one of the first professional bodies in Nigeria. So, because of some varied interest among us, the Constitution permits us to have some groups to care for interests of different kind of people. We have some group that's like a association of private practice surveyors. Those are practicing outside, they're not working with government. We have some like YSN, Young Surveyors Network. Those are groups that's for students to the age of 35. We have some groups that deal with lecturers. There's some of Geospatial lecturers. And we have women surveying, like that for women. So those groups together make the Nigerian Surveyors as a body. And we have our headquarters in Abuja. And all state branches are empowered to have their state branch. And membership started from studentship. We have our membership starting from as long as you're a student studying surveying. We have student members cadre. We have associates, we have full member, we have fellows. So that is what makes Geospatial Surveyors.
What do you stand for? You have told us who
we
you
stand for professionalism as far as surveying is concerned. Professionalism, and we cater for interests of our members and be a liaison officer between members and government at times. Because when our members' interest is at stake, we liaise with governments so that at least they cater for their interest.
Are you a regulatory body?
No.
Which body then?
We have Surveyors Council of Nigeria that regulates the practice of surveyors in Nigeria.
So what's
and register surveyors.
Okay, what's the relationship between the institution and the Council of Registered?
It's cordial. Because out of the council, NIS as a body has 12 members. So if it's not cordial, the law will not give us that. So in establishing any council, any council of Nigeria now, NIS donates 12 members. And those 12 members are divided into states. They married like Oyo Osun State now. We produce one member. It's now left for us to rotate it among ourselves. Likewise, other states like that. So we have lecturers and also generals are part of the council. So they are the one that will regulate the practice of surveying and register who want to be surveyors.
Can a victim report a surveyor's excesses in their dispensation? Can they report it to you, or they must go to the council?
There's a procedure. If there is any surveyor that has violated any of our regulations, the first thing is to report to the state branch. The state branch will invite the surveyors. If it's something that they can settle, settle it and it's there. But if it's something that needs to escalate to the national, you have to do that.
During the first part of this interview, I raised the issue of CFO. And I said the ordinary man is finding it difficult. Even though you see signposts here and there, it takes 45 days to get a CFO. But it is only in writing. It is not in practice. Why is CFO so difficult to get?
Yeah, government is trying to make it faster. But some crazy is working against it, which I know that our colleagues in the government establishments are trying to current it. to make it faster. Part of the problem that usually causes delay is what you have mentioned in the first part of our discussion, wrong survey plan. If they are wrong recommendation, if the survey plan is wrong, you delay the job. You ask him to go back to the site and have another survey plan. That is out of the 45 days. Yeah. If the agreement is faulty, you ask him to go and do the agreement again. So, but if you have all your papers genuinely okay, it will not be as long as it used to be. But it's good if one can have CFO, because it's the last document on land, recognized by law.
The last document.
And the reason is this. Let's assume that one has a property elsewhere. And, by the virtue of Land Use Act of 1978, governor is the owner of the everywhere in the states. If certificate of occupancy, we say certificate of occupancy, you are certifying that you are occupying that place within this 99 years. If now within that period they want to establish anything in that environment, the law says that they should give the owner adequate compensation or they relocate that person. But if the land doesn't have C of O, in their map in Abere is a blank area. So they can only give him compassionate compensation, which may not be as much as what is used in building that property. So, one is, so it's always good to have C of O on your property, because anything can happen in that environment anytime in the future. And if something happens, you will be well compensated.
Something has always struck me very poignantly. If government could reduce the C of O to, say, 20,000, 10,000, 15,000, a minimal fee that the ordinary man on the street can pay, wouldn't it be making so much money than hiking it where it is now? If the process is very thorough, because many Nigerians feel the process is not very thorough.
Well,
focus on, say, a C of O cost 15,000. The man who is a keke napep rider can easily get 15,000 to go and pay. Look at the number of builders.
15,000 that you get.
Yes, the multiplier effect.
It depends on the way you look at it. Even if it's 10 naira, you that will not do it, will not still do it.
Yes, that is a factor. But those who will do it quicker or quickly.
I don't believe it's the issue of cost. It's the issue of ignorance. Because if you say cost, anything landed property is not medical emergency. It's an investment. And if you say you want to invest on something that makes you have money to buy land, that makes you have money to buy cement, it's ignorance. Must make you have money to perfect your document. It's like having money to buy a car, and you don't have money to
buy fuel
or buy or take plate number. It doesn't correlate. It's ignorance. If you value it, the way I've explained the value of C of O, you know there's a thing you must do. Because that area you call your space today might be taken over by government tomorrow. And if you don't have C of O, you will only be giving compassionate, but if you have C of O, they give you adequate compensation, or they relocate you and have you that same structure wherever they're taking you there. So those are the things. If you know the value, you know there's something you must do.
Why is survey fee, why is it so high? Again, are surveyors not knowingly or unknowingly preventing young people from attempting to build?
Survey fee is not high. It's even, we are even thinking of working on our scale of fees, because of the prevailing economic rates now. It's not high. If you look at logistics of, let me give you an example. I like dealing with examples. Let's assume that my office in Osogbo here, I have a site in Okela. logistics of going from here to Okela, foiling the car, taking the personnel to that place, just because of a plot. So it's not costly. Like I said, it's not a medical emergency. It's something that needs to do with property. If you don't know the value, because survey plan is like Nigerian currency. It outlived the person that signed it. Somebody that they did before I was born, it was probably done and had document in the ministry. It's still valid till now. So it's not a document that you say, okay, and it's no more valid. No. It outlived the person that signed it. So it's a lifelong document. So it's ignorant that it's not. It's only plan that we do here at 250 thereabouts. That same size of land in Lagos is 1.5 million.
You don't draw that such a comparison.
We went to the same school, sir.
Yes, we went to the same. The people in Lagos economy is the next after Nigeria's economy.
And we are trying to make our own economy buoyant too.
Yeah, but
that's why we make it at least 1/6 of their own. Their own is 1.5. Our own is 250.
The man in Lagos, his returns on monthly basis maybe 800,000. The man here in Osogbo to get 100,000, 200,000 a month is a difficulty. So if it's the average man. It appears professionals, you always want to draw comparison from Lagos. And so use that Lagos factor or maybe
it's
River
not.
State.
I'll give you a live example now. Assuming I'm in Osogbo here, I want to do a site in Okela.
Yes.
Look at artisan cost.
Yes.
From going from here to that place just because of a plot.
Yes.
And that thing must pay for itself. Buy fuel, personnel, equipment. The cheapest equipment we are using now is 6 million. The cheapest.
Oh, you want to make that?
No, it's going to pay back
over time. Yes.
But you must put cost of depreciation there because as you are taking from one side to the other, it's depreciating.
Yes.
So those are the things. If you look at the value of survey plan, that cost is even not.
That's what you think. But the man who is, as I keep on saying, Keke Napep rider, who also envisages that someday he must build a house, no matter how small. All these factors, they tend to prevent them from achieving their goals. And they keep on procrastinating and procrastinating, and procrastination is said to be the thief of time. At the end of the day, you might not be able to do it. So the appeal is to you professionals to find a way of reducing some of these things to the barest minimum so that these lower cadre Nigerians can also have something that everybody has.
In fact, also it's very compassionate. As far as survey is concerned, in the Southwest, our cost is the cheapest. You can inquire a journalist. In the Southwest, I'm the chairman of Southwest and Southwest Surveyors too. So I know what is obtainable in all the Southwestern states. Because we have a forum called Southwest Forum. I'm the chairman too. So I know what's obtainable. So it is the cheapest in the Southwest.
Well, our economy, I don't know, I don't have the facts, but we are a very developing state, as you know. Many of the states, except Ekiti, came after us.
Cost is even higher than our own.
Okay, what is the relationship between NIS and fellow professionals in the building industry?
Very cordial.
Cordial is a very blanket statement. More than relative, it's blanket.
Well, we interact with ourselves. The NIS, the builders, the estates, the architects, they invite us to programs, we invite them to programs too. And we have professional bodies of Nigeria that we used to have before, but it's dying, is no more active. We are trying to resuscitate it back so that at least under that umbrella, we're able to interact more. So we are working fine. There's no problem among us.
Okay, we thank God for that. for the build industry. I mean, the building industry, the linkages must be very
cordial.
Okay. Your relationship with government at the higher level, at the middle level, and at the grassroots level, local government. What kind of relationship? I don't expect the word cordial again. How have you been relating with local government, particularly state government?
Well, we have our colleagues working in the local governments and the state governments. And the failures we have from them is that government is taking good care of them. But as an institution, we need more government patronage. That must be said. We don't enjoy that in the last few years. But we feel that
is government bringing you into
the system
to do some jobs.
Because yes, we need their patronage too.
But they have some of your members are already.
Some of our members are there as an employee of government.
Yes.
But under normal thing, they're supposed to play a supervisory role. Government jobs are supposed to be given out to surveyors working outside.
All right.
Why surveyors working with the government play a supervisory role, saying that the job is done to specifications. That's how it's supposed to be. So we don't enjoy that in the recent time.
What do you think is responsible for that?
Well,
the economy.
It's not really economy. Yeah. There are works around. It's not really economy. I think probably we have not done our politics well.
Okay.
We're still
you have to do your politics
into
well.
That.
Yeah. And even at the local government level.
Local government is not functioning.
No. This is an unfortunate era. The last 11 months has been unfortunate. But before this 11 month of what do we call it? Yes,
it's still the same thing. We enjoy because in the past when I started practicing, I remember we used to get jobs from local governments. At least you have 1 or 2 from different local governments. You are occupied enough. But in the last 5-10 years, that has not been the case.
Look inward and find out. You said something, and I think I agree with you. Maybe you have not played your politics very well.
Yes.
So henceforth, you find a way of playing the politics.
It's relative. Maybe I have not played our politics well. Maybe government's system doesn't look in that direction. It depends on the government function.
You have to find a way of aligning and making government look in that direction.
We work on that.
Yeah, they may not seriously look, especially because the funds are not forthcoming. But funds have been forthcoming in recent times into government coffers. So you have to find a way of redirecting your interest and not necessarily being a politician, but letting government know that government exists to take care of everybody, including professional bodies. We wish you very well.
Thank you very much, sir.
And our greetings and everything we want to say, we thank you for coming.
You,
greet all your members for us, and let's hope that you continue to generate and make this country a better place.
Thank you very much, sir.
Just last, this is the studio. Have you been here before?
This is my first time being here.
You were talking of relationship. This is another way of you also trying to relate with the media one way or the other. This is the first time you are coming here. So you have to redesign your interpersonal relationship as an institution.
Well, it's true, you're right. But we usually have programs with your radio arms. But this is the first time of coming to the TV station. But we still design a program. I want my publicity secretary at least to look at what we can do together.
All right. Fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors, Chairman of Osun State branch of that national body, Surveyor Mojeed Adeyinka Alade.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
Happy to be with you, sir.
Thank you so much.
We
see you.
Thank you.
To the viewer at home, It's been 45 minutes of lunchtime discussion, as we normally put it. I hope you had a wonderful lunch listening to this fellow telling us all about what is surveying and what is the body called Nigerian Institution of Surveyors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye for now. I am Adito Yeshishitu Alamo, your anchor. We will meet next Monday when we will try to raise equally pertinent questions in another field of human endeavor. Goodbye for now. Thank you for watching us today, 16th day of the month of February. Goodbye.